What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Do you like compliments? I bet you do. I like when I get them too. Well, if that's the case, fortunately, I've got 10 picks that they're known to do just that. And we've got 3 different price ranges from designer, affordable stuff to niche. We've got 3, 3, 3, and then the one at the end is just, it is what it is. It's a monster at getting compliments. So let's get into these 10, shall we? Stay tuned. This first one, it's not the only one in its line when it comes to high-level compliment factor, but in my personal experience, as well as others I've seen across the internet, Born in Roma Yellow Dream is an absolute stunner at grabbing compliments and attention from people because it's something about that fruitiness with that sweet gingerbread cookie accord. It's a sweet, woody, fruity fragrance, little hint of spice, crazy crowd-pleasing, mass-appealing fragrance. It is so freaking good, and it's got really good performance to go with it. I wouldn't call it some beast mode fragrance, but weak to average? No, no, no. If you're experiencing weak to average performance out of this, call that nose fatigue, olfactive fatigue, anosmia. Pick your poison. But it's along those lines. We all go through it. Don't feel bad. It happens to me too. But with this one, not a great deal of nose fatigue. I do smell it for most of the time that it's on my skin, and it is on my skin for around 7 to 8 hours before it kind of falls off a cliff as a faint skin scent. So if you're looking to grab some attention, it's something about these sweet designer fragrances that just seem to do the trick. And one of the better ones out there that doesn't get kind of the love I think it truly deserves is Valentino's Born in Roma Yellow Dream. Next, there's a third flanker to this, but fourth fragrance in this line on the horizon that everybody's excited about because every fragrance with this namesake has been really good. But sometimes the original is the way to go. And based on the 3 that are on the market currently, Rasasi Hawas, the original, is the strongest compliment getter of the bunch. Ice gives it a run for its money. Black, crowd specific, very masculine, oak moss heavy profile. But this sweet bubblegum aquatic, super playful, bright, fun, a little spicy, woodsy, hint of powder, crazy performance, super affordable. All of these things just make it a superstar when it comes to affordable fragrance worth adding to your collection. It's going to get that attention a lot of you are looking for from your fragrance. And it's not going to cost a lot of money, and it's going to last all day. It's going to project off your skin and have a good sillage all day. Another one, it's easy to go nose blind to, highly chemically synthetic type of stuff. Up close, smells kind of cheap. It is what it is. Very synthetic, cheap smell up close. Out in the air, that's where the magic takes place. It is known to pull a compliment or two. In the vein of Invictus Acqua, but has a beautiful plum fruitiness that gives it this distinctive character away from the Invictus line, while overall relating to it, it has, again, outlying factors that kind of make it its own thing. And since there's several fragrances in the Hawas line at this point, the price has continued to drop to where it's now kind of in that $35-ish price point, which I think about as bargain bang for your buck as you can get. Another modern great compliment getter, Rasasi Hawas. Now on to our first luxury niche pick. Now, I don't know what to tell you. This is one of the 2 favorite scent profile DNAs for my wife. This is her favorite of the profile. It is the original of the profile. It is Creed's Silver Mountain Water, as Big B likes to call it. Mr. Steal You Girl. Shout outs to Buck, Triple B Way. Used to be Big Beer Business. All the many different names my guy has had over the years. He put a lot of people on game in the last decade about this fragrance here in the community, and it is what it is. Citrus metallic, a little inky. It's kind of sharp. Has this herbal green feel from a tea note. Very musky, clean. Masculine fresh. Masculine fresh. Let me say that again. Masculine fresh. White ceramic look to the bottle is very fitting. It's a very clean fragrance. Not a monster performer, but I think there's more of a nose fatigue issue that people get than it being some weak reformulated fragrance, because I smell this fragrance every bit of 6, 7, 8 hours into the lifespan of it. It comes and goes. But one thing I can tell you is I get the googly eyes from the wife when I wear this particular fragrance. I have gotten a few compliments here and there from random strangers out in the world, but it's really a personal favorite of my wife's. And a lot of people will attest to this. All-time great compliment getter. Yeah, it's pricey. Yeah, there's a ton of clones out there. There's other niche fragrances and designers and all these fragrances that rob the profile and are similar to it. But at the end of the day, the magic is in this white bottle. Creed Silver Mountain Water. Oldie but a goodie. Don't get me wrong. I love every flanker in the line. But I respect the original because this is a true 90s classic that is timeless. It is the highest selling men's fragrance of all time for many reasons. You know why? Because guys get a lot of compliments from girls with this fragrance. Even to this day, it's the original Giorgio Armani Acqua di Gio. They've changed the bottle. This is the previous style bottle, but same great fragrance. Aquatic green, fresh citrus, musky, little hint of woods. Has this soft synthetic wood and woody musk smell. As it dries, it's been touted as, oh, it's a shell of what it used to be. It's a weak performer. No. No. Did I mention no? This is one that long into the 8-9 hour mark, I get that woody musk smell prominently. Not faintly, prominently for a long time. It loses the aquatics and the greens and all that after, 4, 5, 6 hours. But that deeper dry down, those that Cologne note and the synthetics, the aroma chemicals that they used in here really keep this fragrance going strong. I think underappreciated actually for the longevity that it has. Still pops off the skin really strong, still turns heads to this day. Yeah, you're probably going to have some younger people say the whole smells like Uncle, Dad, or Grandpa, but don't let them project their own stuff on you. You smell good when you're wearing this, because when you get away from them and you get by somebody else, oh my God, you smell so good. That is the Acqua di Gio experience. So if you've never tried it, you're missing out on an all-time great. Mount Rushmore for most people as far as men's fragrances. And if you haven't worn it in a while, maybe it's time to revisit it, because you'll understand why you used to wear it after giving it just a few sprays. It's Acqua di Gio. When it comes to Aventus, everybody and their mama that makes fragrances tries and tries to make their version, make a carbon copy, make a twist, make their inspiration of it. And it's kind of like, let's reinvent the Aventus wheel. And I don't know what it is. I got a ton of them. From expensive niche to affordable niche to designers to small clone houses to Middle Eastern fragrances to you name it. But none of them are as enjoyable of a wear to me as Armaf's Club de Nuit Intense Man Limited Edition Parfum. Let's get that going where you can see yourself in the reflection. So this is still the man. This is still smoky magic. It smooths over kind of that rough edge of that lemon pledge, sharp synthetic cleaner smell of the eau de toilette. It's still a similar profile, lemon, citrus, fruits, noticeably pineapple as the DNA calls for, but it's smoky. Oh, very woodsy, a little bit of a leathery feel, but doesn't have the same level of vanilla as a Creed Aventus. I don't get the rose and elements it's not exactly the same. It's clearly inspired by, it is not a direct copy of Aventus. It's undeniably going the route of Aventus, but great longevity, great projection, great sillage. This stuff's really freaking strong and long lasting. It will turn heads. It will pull compliments for most people. Versions of Club de Nuit Intense Man are higher compliment factor fragrances. They pull more compliments than actually Creed Aventus does for them. This is a case study I've been doing for about 6 years at this stage. And that is the detective work I have come up with. And it's not just my own experience, it's others' experiences as well. And that seems to be the cumulative thing. It's something about the magic of Club de Nuit Intense Man. It just does it. And for me, the best of the bunch is still the limited edition Parfum. The EDP I hear is pretty good, similar to this. That's the one I don't have. The Pure Parfum Perfume, kind of this dirty lemon patchouli edition kind of thing going. The EDT, timeless, but Club de Nuit Precious, the Absolute Aventus clone, really good. But this, if your sole purpose is, I need someone to tell me today that I smell really good, spray this on. I hope you don't need someone to, but some of you need someone to. Just don't tell nobody that. And just wear this, and you get that compliment you're looking for. Time for our second luxury niche, and the complaint here is price versus performance, because a lot of people seem to buy on performance level, not olfactive experience and wearing experience. I can't relate. I'm not that guy. What it's going to be with performance is what it's going to be. And for me, it's like 6 or 7 hours in longevity. That's not enough for some. Some say 3 or 4 or 5 hours. Okay, to each their own. But yes, there's many, many, many clones. It's kind of the Aventus effect over again with this one too. Everybody and their mama's made their version. But the magic is in this bottle. Roja Parfums Elysium Parfum Cologne. It's just something about the magic this fragrance brings to the fold. Compliment King right here. Lady Slayer. For you single fellas, this is it. Citric, fruity metallic, like this sharp, fruity metallic, musk, leather, wood, light green. My God, it's so good. Now, the Parfum Pour Homme, the 50 ml clear bottle with the gold plate, is the better fragrance. It's better than the Eau Intense, which is in a similar bottle to this. There's 3 versions of Elysium. They're all really good. But the Parfum is just really expensive for the 50 ml. This is the happy medium. This brings the magic into the fold. It's not as intriguing, more enthusiast, not as mass appealing as the Eau Intense. If I'm recommending one for you to check out, it's definitely the Parfum Cologne. It is the way to go. This is the one that's going to captivate. This one is going to crowd please. This one is going to get the, ooh, you smell so good. Oh my God, you smell so good. Ooh, I want to stand next to you. You smell so good. Etc., etc., and so on. Known for it. It's not just a me thing. It's a most people thing. You should absolutely check this one out. Yes, it's going to be pricey. Testers are going to run you around $190-ish, low $200 range for a full bottle. But if you're not looking to have a massive collection and you just want stuff that straight up works, then you want a bottle of Roja Parfums Elysium Parfum Cologne. And I would love for this to focus just one freaking time before I move on. There we go. You know, admittedly not my favorite in the line. I hear they're discontinuing or reformulating and rebottling. I don't know my favorite in the line, which is the Le Parfum Flanker. I find the EDP Intense to be the most versatile. The EDT, the original, is pure magic, live, and so they're good ones. A lot of people love the Elixir. I think it was a little bit of a letdown, but it still smells good. Still smells similar to this, but if you're going to get one, and compliments are at the forefront of why you're looking to get the fragrance, then you want why Eau de Parfum from Yves Saint Laurent. Notorious compliment getter, monster performer, beast mode fragrance. I got such a busy background. There we go. This, and more this. The apple here is very sweet. You don't get as much citrus, more fruity apple. Fresh, spicy, super clean, musky. Now, it is on the sharper metallic side of things, that synthetic type of smell, if you get it up close. Out in the air, though, this thing is obnoxiously strong. Takes a little bit to wear your nose out, too. Like, it's going to bother you if you're not ready for it. I would advise not spraying up here. It will bother you. It's so freaking strong. But the sillage, that bubble around you, absolute magic. Notorious. It just shovels them in. It's shoveling compliments in the back of your confidence truck. Filling your confidence. Just, you smell so good. Oh my God, where can I get that? Just shoveling that right in the back of your truck. Getting you ready to go and have a smile on your face through the rest of your day. That was a random ass analogy, I know. I just kind of went with it. Bear with me here. But if you haven't tried this yet, I don't know what to tell you. This is one of the greatest blue fragrances ever made. It is helmed as a strong compliment beast, a strong beast fragrance performer. On top of that, performance versus price, as a lot of people like to look at it, value here. Yeah, you're going to spend around 70, 80, 90 bucks depending on bottle size and where you get it from discounters. But it's one you can wear every single day. It's going to do the trick. It's got a high level of versatility. It's got that modern feel that people just really enjoy, especially people outside of the fragrance community. Just the regular folks out there that don't treat this as a hobby or are trying to build some massive fragrance collection, or if you're just here to find a few to build a proper versatile wardrobe, this is one that kind of sits perfectly in a 4, 5, 6 fragrance wardrobe as your do it all. And it's going to do it all. It's going to go with all attires, all seasons, all situations, and in all of that, you got a good chance at a compliment. Nothing's guaranteed with any of these fragrances, but the probability is really, really freaking high with Yves Saint Laurent's Y Eau de Parfum. Speaking of how sweet fragrances work, now this is the older style bottle. You notice the glass is clear on the back. They've since made the glass dark on the back since they brought it back, because it was looking like it was going to be discontinued for a while. But this is plum meets honey and hazelnut. Oh my. Oh my, is this magic. 1 million lucky from Paco Rabanne, or as they've since been renamed as Rabanne. But see what I was talking about? The glass is dark. This is a several-year-old bottle tester. As you can see, it's etched in the glass. This, man, our second fragrance to feature plum, but this one's much more prominent. Rich honey. It's a little nutty. Got that hazelnut smell. There's other elements here, hint of spice, soft wood, and dry down, but man, this is captivating. We're a sweet designer household here in this home, and the wife loves when I wear the sweet designers, and stuff like this is goated. It just is. This is kind of dangerous. It's kind of dangerous. This is one of those fragrances that, and some of you know exactly what I mean when I say this, because it's happened. It's happened to you, those of you in long-term committed relationships, whether married or not. Where you think you going with that on? Because there's some fragrances your lady wants on you just for her, because you smell so good, like a snack, as they like to say, that they don't want you leaving the house. It's the gray sweatpants effect in a fragrance. It's kind of how you can look at something like this. And a lot of you are going to be able to sound off in the comments because you know exactly where the hell I'm coming from. It is that good, and if you don't know where I'm coming from, I'm not going to just tell you to just buy this fragrance, but I will tell you to sample it, try it, and get it on around your lady. Then she's going to make you buy it, and she'll, instead of me getting blamed for you spending too much money on fragrances, which does happen, you can then thank me for the situation, because your lady's going to love this. This is the gray sweatpants of the designer fragrance world. This is the one she ain't necessarily looking to let you leave the house with it on. She's going with you if you're wearing this one. Yeah, it smells that good. It's 1 million lucky from Paco Rabanne. Now, we talked about one of my wife's absolute favorite DNAs. This is the other one. These are the top two. Okay, the Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce Scent Profile. Fabled at this point. That was my cousin's signature scent in the early 2000s, when it was a strong fragrance and it was a those that are in the know kind of thing. An online fragrance community, social media and stuff didn't exist back then. But the ultimate version of this profile, yeah, they got the Mont Blanc Legend line, and the EDP's great, and the EDT and all, they're all great. Legend Blue, phenomenal, newest release. Smells like a minty version of this fragrance. Parfums de Marly Percival. Nuclear Performance, too. You will go nose blind to this one. Somebody, just keep an eye on the comments. Somebody's going to say, yeah, bro, but newer bottles, I'm telling you, I got a new bottle and I can't smell it after an hour, or whatever time frame they're going to say. It's still the same thing because it's high-level synthetics. Cologne, Ambroxan, it's riddled with the synthetic molecules. High-grade stuff, though. Parfums de Marly uses a lot of synthetics, but they use high-grade synthetics. There are tiers to the synthetics, okay? Roja Dove, which this isn't his most natural smelling fragrance. He's got $1,000, $2,000 fragrances that have high-level synthetics in it. Fragrance Du Bois, those are expensive as all hell on a tier of Roja Dove. They smell phenomenal, but they have high-level synthetics as well. So I want to make sure to get that across, because I'm always battling uphill against people in the comments when I talk about this fragrance and its performance. Because 4 sprays is kind of too much on this one. It is. It's nuclear performing on skin. But boy, this is damn near another gray sweatpants situation where she feels like she's got to be with me. Look, I'm not some GQ model that women are throwing themselves at. I'm not sitting here trying to be delusional, guys. Don't read into this the wrong way. But My wife's really into this fragrance. And I know it's not just me. This is another one that's fabled for high-level compliments, crazy performance, and super nose fatigue. Those are the three things it's most known for. High-level compliments, beast performance, crazy nose fatigue. So, kind of counterproductive if you like to wear fragrances for your own enjoyment. Because you're not going to smell it for long until many hours later when your receptors kind of loosen up a bit and come back to life, and the fragrance will still be going and you can smell it again. So if you're in a situation where you just want something that's going to grab attention, if you're the type that's fishing, you're out there tossing the bait, looking to hook a big compliment to pull into the boat, here you go. It's known for it. It screams off the skin. Mid $100 range, you can get 75 mLs like this. You don't need more than this bottle. If you have more than 20 or 30 fragrances in your disposal, in your collection, on your shelf, on your dresser, whatever, that's a big fragrance collection. It'll take you forever to go through 75 ml. You don't necessarily need the big bottle because you don't need a lot of sprays. 3, 4 sprays, sometimes 2 sprays may work depending on your setting. If you're in an office space, 1 or 2 sprays, it's going to fill the room, okay? So, caution. Caution when wearing this one. Don't overspray it. Just because you wear your nose out really quick doesn't mean you're not going to walk around being that guy that bathed in the cologne. You never want to be that guy, right? But you do want to be that guy that smells really good when they do smell you. And man, is this superstar level. Parfums de Marly Percival. And last but not least, one of the most polarizing fragrances ever. If you don't like what I'm about to say with this fragrance, cry to your mama, don't cry to me, because I don't want to hear it. Dior Sauvage Eau de Toilette. The proof is in the pudding, people. I don't have any pudding to showcase to give you an example. I wish this bottle would focus. That would just be fantastic. Oh, goody. There we go. So, another one wife's huge fan of. I like to use the aftershave that came in the set with this as well, which I have about yay much left when you flip the bottle. I don't wear the fragrance as much. I literally got a request recently from my wife for me to start wearing this more because she loves it so much. And when we go out in the world, not every single time, but more times than not, when I do wear this, somebody somewhere, oh, somebody smells nice. Oh, you smell nice. Oh, you smell good. Something along those lines seems to happen, whether we're going to eat somewhere and it's the hostess or our server, or if we're checking out at a store. It just happens at random places, more times than not. Not every time. No fragrance is really every time. I have a few examples where it seems like every single time. Invictus Acqua 2018, I'm looking at you. That's every time, pretty much. But citrus, shower gel, metallic, musky, a little peppered. It's so good. It's the blue shower gel thing going. I get it. It's not my favorite in the line. I like the Parfum way more. I like the Eau de Parfum more than this. It's a more peppery, heavy version of this. The Elixir doesn't even really smell like this DNA. Phenomenal woody, spicy fragrance. Eau Fort, but I think so unfairly hated on. Honestly, it's more of a grown man fougere take on this. The problem is it's water-based. I understand people's gripes with that. If it had been an alcohol base, it would have been better. It'd be brighter in the top, but I get the longevity. But, not my favorite, but I actually do like that they tried something with that one. Most people shit all over that fragrance, but this is tried and true. It's heralded as a fuckboy fragrance. It's headache-inducing for those that are sensitive to high-level aroma chemicals because it's a hefty dose of synthetic ambroxan. It's not an expensive ambroxan. There's levels to ambroxan. Just like all the other aroma chemicals, this is cheaper ambroxan. But it smells great. It performs great. Hate it or love it. Hate it or love it. It is what it is. And the internet will lead you to believe that everybody around you is wearing it. That's case-by-case basis, guys. When I worked at a Toyota store when I was in San Antonio, there were 6 guys. I remember specifically, I've told this story many times. There were 6 guys at work that wore either the EDT or the EDP. I refused to wear Sauvage during that time. Then every other place I've lived or worked, I never smell Sauvage on anyone ever. So, case-by-case basis. If you like it and your girl really likes it, you should wear this. If you're single, this. People want to know about clubbing fragrances all the time. this. Not just Eros, not just 1 Million, not just Le Male and Ultra Male and all the... This. Dior Sauvage. It will get compliments. Well, that was a little long-winded. I had a little fun with it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll try to have links down below for everything if you want to check any of these out. Get to your department stores and try these. Some of these you can't. I get it. But the designers, typically you can. Then get them online. It's unfortunate we're killing brick and mortar by doing it, but shop smarter, right? Save you. It's your money. And with that said, I appreciate you watching the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe before you leave. And I'll catch you on the next one.